a continent of self-diffusing peace, an ocean of untrembling virgin fire, till the end of this whole section. See. The issue, that's right. There's a whole description there. And that is the top. See, he says here, 3.41. Okay, let us read the previous sentence also. At once she was the stillness and the word, Savitri. At once the stillness and the word. A continent of self-diffusing peace, an ocean of untrembling virgin fire. That is Savitri, virgin fire. That is what the virgin has come here now. The strength, the silence of the gods were hers, both simultaneously. In her, he found a vastness like his own. That is the God of love. He stands here for love. Savitri is the perfect shrine for the God of love. In her, he found a vastness like his own. His high, warm, subtle ether he refound. He had that thing up there. When he has come down here, it was lost. He has refound that thing in her. And moved in her as in his natural home, in that vastness, in his native place he was moving. In her, he met his own eternity. And all that thing is happening at the destined meeting place. At the destined meeting place. Now, as I said, that there is a kind of a parallelism between the two descriptions, yet there is a difference. Not only in terms of the quality of poetry, if one is pure over mind, the other one is spiritual lyrical. In the destined meeting place, the element which is standing out more prominently is spiritual lyrical. Lyrical part is there. There is a sweetness, there is a charm, there is a flow, there is a beauty of its own kind. The aesthetic joy is of a different type there. See. So, what this would mean, perhaps, is that the second description here in the meeting place in book 5, opening canto, is a transcription of what is up there. The meeting place is up there, what we are seeing there. It is a transcendental meeting place. What is described in the issue is a thing in the transcendent. And that is now getting transcribed on the earthly plane in this particular book, book 5, opening canto. You see. So you can see that the poetry and the contents, they kind of match together. What is happening in the transcendent is loaded diamond-like, pure, solid, luminous, bright. So kind of packed with the intensity of light up there. Here, there is an easy flow, charm, that kind of thing here. It is getting transcribed here in this place. So the passages, although geographically they may look alike, but then the contents are different of that kind, you see, in the two places. In fact, Savitri begins at the beginning. Savitri really begins at the beginning, in the sense that the symbol dawn and the issue, the two opening cantos, they are the things which are being, so to say, discussed up there in the transcendent. They are not the descriptions on the earth. They are, as regards the high powers, etc., are discussing among themselves the issue of this mortal creation. Of this mortal creation. It is our manner, our language of seeing that it looks as if things are happening chronological here. The transcendental decision is there. Yes, this is the issue, this is the problem. Death is standing in the way of manifestation. This is the crux of the whole thing being debated among the powers there in the transcendent. And what is the solution for that? The solution then is determined. They arrive to the conclusion that the only solution is Savitri must go down and take the human birth. The decision is taken up there. Savitri must go down and take the human birth if this is to be solved. So that is the beginning. The issue is being discussed there, and Savitri comes in the human form, etc., etc. All those things then happen here. Then the story rolls on at a different level altogether, you see. So the first two cantos are really the things which are happening in the transcendent. That is the beginning of beginning. Of Savitri begins with the beginning. It is being all settled, sorted out up there in the transcendent. And then Ashwapati comes, he does yoga tapasya, etc., etc. Those are matters of unfoldment of what has been already decided. A resolution is passed, Savitri must come down to the earth and carry on this work here. If Savitri has to come down here, then she must be kind of compelled to take birth from here. So the Supreme himself comes here as the avatar, as Ashwapati. Before her coming, it is necessary that the Supreme comes here as an avatar and prepare the ground for her coming here. Prepare the necessary base for Savitri to take the birth here so that the work can go on. The decision is taken, the Supreme has to come down as the avatar, as Ashwapati, and then in the sequence he compels her mortal birth from here. The decision is already there. And then the story rolls out, you see. So that is how one could see the difference between these two descriptions, although they are telling you about the same place, but they are again at different levels, in that sense. A sigh was straying among happy leaves, cool perfume with slow pleasure-burdened feet. Faint stumbling breezes faltered among flowers. So now it is nature description. Faint stumbling breezes. You see, they're so happy, so joyous that therefore they're stumbling, you see. They're so happy. The whole atmosphere is a happy atmosphere, you see. Faltered among flowers. Obviously they are following the flowers, you see. Not on thorns of life, but on flowers, you see. The white crane stood, a vivid, motionless tree. Peacock and parrot dwelled soil and tree. The dove's soft moan enriched the enamored air, and far-wind wild drake swam in silvery pools. This is pure poetry, you see, and see the elaborateness with the description. The white crane stood, nothing to describe. You see, you have to just see the crane. You have to make a picture of that. you have to make a picture of that. A vivid, motionless streak, you see, you have to make a picture. Peacock and parrot dwelled soil and tree. The dove's soft moan enriched the enamored air, obviously. Now here, see, mark the artistry of the poet. The poet's skill, poet as an artist, not just as a poet, but as an artist also. Not as a philosopher, not as a yogi, etc., etc. All that he is here, but what you see here in this particular case, in the description, is his artistry part of it. He says, the white crane stood a vivid, motionless tree. Now just imagine for a moment, had he put the white cranes stood and vivid, motionless tree. See the difference? The singular gives such a kind of a force. It's not tree, it's not cranes, it is not peacocks, it is not parrots. That is the skill, that is the artistry. And how a common poet would have said the cranes and peacocks and parrots and that kind of a thing, but not Sri Bindu, see. That is the charm of it. The white crane stood a vivid, motionless tree. Now, when you say crane, it automatically means the entire species of crane. Obviously, he's not counting number of birds there and it is the peacock, the crane, or whatever it is, or the archetypal nature, archetypal peacock. Who is standing in front of you there? The white crane stood a vivid, motionless tree. The peacock and parrot joined soil and tree. The dove's soft moan enriched the enamored air, obvious. And then suddenly you have a different line. And far-winged wild drakes swam in silvery pools. There the singular will not do. It has to be drakes. There the singular will not do, you see. Mallard, that is the fire, that is the wild drake. Wild drake is a mallard, no? What do you say in French? Mallard? M-A-L-L-R-T? Mallard? French? Mallard? M-A-L-L-A-R-T. Yeah. Wild drake. The wild drake is a very beautiful bird with rich plumage colors and all that thing. Green, thick neck and all that sort of it. Duck, yeah, but male duck. Male duck, you see. Male duck. Drake is male duck. And with very rich colors, you see. Green, yeah, green neck, yeah, the side, yeah. Yeah. I think you should make a picture of it now. You should make a picture of it. See. And far-winged, obviously, far-winged, wild drakes swam in silvery pools. See the difference in poetry again there? Suddenly, he has gone from lyrical to surrealistic tone. Here we have surrealistic tone here. While far-winged is a surrealism of a different type, you see. And far-winged wild drakes swam in silvery pool quietly. They are far-winged and very coolly they are moving in the waters there, you see, silvery pools, you see. You will stop with that.